Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney's racy ad sparks outrage, but fans defend anti-woke style. Fox News is reporting. American Eagle campaign praised for killing woke advertising while others call it tone deaf. That's not what they're saying. They're saying that she's a Yahtzee. Sydney Sweeney is catching some heat for her latest brand deal. The White Lotus star's recent collaboration with American Eagle for the fall clothing campaign titled Sydney Sweeney Has Great Genes has sparked a mix of reactions on social media. While some have dubbed the campaign as tone deaf due to the alleged racial undertones, others have praised the actress for killing woke advertising. Let's see. In a promo video posted to the brand's Instagram, the 27-year-old Euphoria star walked towards an AE billboard featuring her and the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Sweeney crossed out jeans and replaced it with jeans before walking away. What do you think? Is Sydney Sweeney the next step towards the Fourth Reich?
It's another right-wing dog whistle.
I mean,
can you believe it, guys?
Have you guys seen any of the reactions on the TikTok reactions?
Amazing.
They are absolutely delightful.
How is that real? How are those people real?
I mean, look, man, I have enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah,
because
she has great genes.
I mean, she does. She does. You know, I mean, part of me wants to believe that a little bit of it is just the left hating on the fact that they have lost control over something. So there was a significant portion of time where the left was overrepresented in advertising. You had unattractive people in Calvin Klein. Everyone remembers the overweight couple with a man that was wearing a brassiere, and Calvin Klein ran that, and that was supposed to be inclusive. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to run advertisements, you should be trying to be aspirational, because the people that are looking at the ad are going to say, I want to look like the person. I want to imagine myself like the person in the ad. That's why I will buy whatever product it is. So I personally am happy to see Sydney Sweeney and her beautiful blue jeans.
I'm just glad Dylan Mulvaney wasn't available.
I am extremely glad that Dylan Mulvaney was not.
I think as a black person, do I look black? Okay, good.
Wait, you are?
You're a little mocha on the mocha side.
Yeah, I know, right? So I think that people are too sensitive over racism. This is what I will say about that. I've lived in this country for 32 years. I worked in emergency rooms in Louisiana. I mean, like small town Louisiana. I had situations where some 80-something-year-old dude would be like, man, I had a colored friend. I was like, sir, they don't call us colored anymore. But so I think that is racism real? Yes, I've experienced it a few times, but I don't get bent out of shape because of somebody's racism. That's number one. So I do believe that you shouldn't be racist, but you should not be bent out of shape because somebody calls you names. You know what I'm saying? I was teaching a Bible study about when Joseph went to Egypt. When he went to Egypt, they said, no, people in Egypt, the Egyptians don't eat with the shepherds. So the Egyptians made Joseph, that was the governor, sit on one side to eat away from them. But he didn't get bent out of shape. He was still the governor. So I'm like, people should not get so bent out of shape over it. But at the same time, do not be racist. But if somebody has a racist tendency, it's their problem. Don't get so bent out of shape over it that, your mind is going all over the place because somebody called you black or some whatever. So I think it's just, people's lives, your life should be bigger than your color.
The people, I noticed a trend with the people that were the most worked up about the Sydney Sweeney ads. They were generally white.
I know, right?
That's generally women, and they were generally unattractive.
That's weird.
And I think that I'm on to something with that. The fact that they are leftist women that are unattractive, and they're upset that Sydney Sweeney is talking about, things that would make people look at her and say, oh, she's pretty.
Well, the left hates beauty.
They do.
They hate beauty. And that was one of the things I really liked about Trump's inauguration speech, was it was about legacy and beauty. I love those things. And those are things that this country has completely abandoned.
The left hates beauty because beauty implies hierarchy, which the left absolutely hates. The idea that someone is born and is treated a different way than someone else, they just totally hate that actual reality, because the left generally just hates reality.
They hate joy.
They do. They do.
Joy.
So
There's two things here. Obviously, what's her name? Sydney Sweeney.
He's acting like he doesn't know.
Whatever. No,
lies.
Come on.
Lies.
I don't watch a lot of
Lies.
TV movies and BS, whatever. But obviously, a total smoke show, 10 out of 10, total hottie. That's that. But the thing that I don't like about this is that I feel like these marketing teams think we're stupid. I think American Eagle knew exactly what the hell they were doing. They knew that this would bait people, and this is just extremely effective. Just baiting people's like political tendencies towards one another. I just feel manipulated by these marketing people, and I feel like they think we're idiots.
But how insane
And
is
I
that?
am offended by it, and like I think we're being baited, and people ate this up. They like people knew exactly what
So
they
it
were
was
trying
good?
to get to.
It worked.
It was effective, yeah, in manipulating us though.
Yeah, that's what.
But like that's the no, like I didn't care about this story. I thought it was a dumb story, but like people,
They do think you're dumb.
like the way to get your stupid story to go viral is by baiting people, like racist tendencies or like so-called like or believe that they're being protecting against people who are being racist. And it's just like, are we that obvious? Are we that easy to be manipulated and be
Yes.
taken
Exactly.
advantage of?
Look up. Go
Especially
read.
It's like it's
the
something to
left
think
is
about.
easy to manipulate.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
read
like,
up.
how stupid are we? Where this like this
Tell
is
me.
a viral ad
The left is
campaign.
very
Some guy's getting a
It's
promotion.
nothing new. Go read Edward Bernays.
And we're falling
This is
for
what they
it.
do. That
That's
was obviously their
advertisement.
plan.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
It worked.
the whole time. And it's
on
insane
you.
that a
was.
pretty face.
I mean, I'm just hearing the story for the first time. I don't watch
that's,
TV.
you know, us in the as the American public.
Yeah, but that is part of the advertisement. And
You were
know,
being tricked. You were being manipulated.
Wait, no.
no,
What's the
but
trick?
It's not a trick. It's
That
a
we're
trick.
agreeing
Talk
on
about
beauty.
this. It's a trick to
That's just good.
make
That's
it.
just good.
And it
marketing.
worked
It's advertising.
because we're talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
But this is beyond
Marketing.
just
I would hire the
Hold on one second. I want.
Talking
hire
about
them.
this, like you mean like eugenics? What are you talking about? Like genes?
no
What
that
are you
when
talking
they
about?
made the ad, they knew what they
No,
were
they said he
implying.
has
in
great
the
Right, that's
ad,
what I'm
that
saying.
she has
Like,
good genes.
what you're saying? What they were implying? What is the what?
That he had great genes.
She has
because
great
she's
genes
white
as a
and
white
cute.
person.
And
Right.
then she canceled out genes and
I
put-
understand.
yeah, so when they say he had great
I don't
genes,
understand
everybody's
the
like,
issue.
"You're so racist! How can you say you have great
hold on,
genes?
hold on,
Because
hold
you're
on.
white?"
A white
Hold on,
person
hold on,
doesn't have
That's
hold on,
stupid.
hold on
I
a
think
second.
American Eagle is race baiting.
Hold on a
Well,
second.
yeah,
But it worked.
of
Advertisement
course, it
purposes,
worked. Look, you're
and
talking
it's
about
working
it.
on
dude.
us,
It
and I'm mad about it. That's
works.
what I'm
Why?
saying.
I know,
I
right?
understand
Why
that
are
it
you
works.
mad?
That's why I say don't get bent out of
Because
shape
I feel
about
like
it.
we're being manipulated.
This is why dating's hard in New York City.
It's not hard in New York City, frankly. Only losers can't get dates in New York City. It's not like,
I want to go back to something you said, and I want you to articulate why you think people are being tricked. What is the trick?
we're being race baited. I guess tricked might not have been the best word. I think we're being manipulated. Not me, because I
You
didn't
think
fall for it.
you think we're being race baited just because they picked a blonde white woman for an ad after years of
No,
not
Shane,
having-
it's obviously more than that. What are you talking about?
But
They,
like-
they made it explicit in the ad with the jeans, right?
So,
Like,
but hold on,
that's-
hold on. So to that
But
point, though, hold on one second. To that point, if it was someone like Holly Berry, right, who's a beautiful woman and she's a mocha
has
color
great
woman,
genes.
and
She
she
white
were
or-
to say, if she were to say that she has great genes and she was wearing brown colored jeans and she said my genes are brown, like
It would have been different. It
Why?
wouldn't have been the same because
Why?
she's not white.
Exactly.
That's why.
Oh, so
I don't know
you're-
why you beating her. Like,
No,
well,
I mean,
yes, that's what
no, that's I'm literally
Yeah,
asking. So
because
you think
it would
it's
be
because?
different, and if she were black,
So you think
it
it's
would also
because
be
she's
different.
white? You think it's unacceptable because she's a white
I don't
person?
think it's unacceptable. I think we're being baited. That's it.
I actually think that in this time and age,
not
your
racist.
your white people are getting too sensitive.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
I say I think your white people are getting too sensitive about this.
I'm
Stuff.
Jewish. I'm not
I agree.
white.
Whatever.
yeah,
Even
sure,
more
you're a
sensitive.
white guy.
You're a white
If he had a yarmulke
the most-
on,
the most
if he had my
Jewish-
jeans
the
were
most
best,
Jewish
you
thing
guys
that
would have
you
been flipping
the most
out.
Jewish thing that you can
would have
possibly
never heard
do
the
is
end
say,
of it.
"Oh,
If
I'm
there was a
Jewish, I'm
Jewish
white,
episode,
I'm
"Oh,
Jewish,
we're
I'm
the
white."
chosen
Getting too
ones. My
sensitive.
jeans are the best.
or Serge.
Would never hear the end of it.
I feel so bad.
Especially leftist white people, you're too sensitive.
Yeah, I think you're being.
And you know, I think,
agree.
and then a lot of brown and black people are like really manipulating y'all, and you're falling for it.
I kind of think that
glad
it's
she
right.
said black and brown people.
And the reason I
Yeah.
say that is because if this were if it were a person of color or something, it wouldn't be an issue at all.
Yeah.
And I think that if we actually are like people on the right are alleged to liberals, actual liberals, not progressives, not people that are communists or leftists. If you're actually a person that believes that you should judge people by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin, then we shouldn't have a problem if a white person does this or a black person does this or a brown person. It doesn't matter the color of the person. Now, they are tapping into what
our
is going
society
on
is.
in our society now, but I do think that they're making fun of it. I think that they're mocking the left. I think that was the point of it. That's why it's worked, is because the left is so worked up about it. People on the right aren't upset except for Elaad, and
I'm mad about the manipulation. Sweeney's mad hot. I'm copping myself a pair of American Eagle jeans.
good on you.
Wow.
American Eagle,
New ad.
baby. Are they made in the USA?
I do
They
believe
just
they
have
are.
America in the name.
I don't know.
Coming
They're
back
probably
in
made
style. When
China.
I was a youngster, American Eagles was all the rave. Then it fell off. Now it's coming back.
Do we have any of the criticisms of this on deck here? Let me see if I can. Elaad, why don't you go ahead and extol why this is so terrible one more time, and I'll see.
No, I mean, I think she looked really good in the jeans. I wish we had the ad up. Blue eyes are beautiful. And I mean, Sweeney's been I feel like a cultural icon, a fan favorite on Twitter for some time now. And I didn't watch Euphoria.
I've never seen anything with her. I only know her because
I don't
people
even
keep
know who
sharing
she
her
is.
on
I
Twitter.
know she's mad hot. I don't know what she's been in
I don't even
and
know who
whatnot,
she is.
but I'd watch. I'd probably.
So she knows him. He knows
Yeah.
her.
Did you were you aware of this? Were you aware of the Sydney Sweeney's
I know,
bathwater
right? He
soap?
I feel like I've seen other things.
think
where
you
people
think
he's
call her
drinking?
hot.
Were you aware of the Sydney Sweeney bathwater
I
soap?
think he's very
No,
upset about this. You know her.
No.
Have you been
no,
watching
I
her
know.
video like
So
over and over?
It's his home
So
screen.
the Dr. Squatch, I think, is the name of the company. They made a soap that was Sydney Sweeney soap, and it was made with some of her bathwater. Apparently.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, I don't
That's
know.
disgusting.
Nasty.
I don't know
That's
the
so like
amount.
desperate. Like, what do you even?
They sold out.
Go kiss a woman. Like,
They sold out.
Bar soap in.
Are you? But were you opposed to? Would
Who
you be
bought them,
opposed to that? Do you
groupies?
find
Not
that
opposed
objectionable?
To
That's a
women selling their
groupies to
soap
get that. I
scum.
guess.
It's better than what the genesis of that was, because it was the genesis of that was there. It was an OnlyFans girl that was actually selling her bathwater.
I'm against prostitution.
You think that's prostitution selling your bathwater?
No. I'm just.
Okay, I'm
I'm
just
just saying.
thinking.
I'm
Oh.
not against the bathwater selling. Against prostitution, though. I just wanted to put that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think we all agree on that.
I don't know. Some libertarian types, I think, would.
And OnlyFans.
Although
is
they don't call
prostitution,
it
right?
prostitution anymore
I feel
because
like
that's
there's
politically
levels
incorrect.
to it.
That's right.
There's levels to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
It's politically incorrect. They call it
Sex work.
sex workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's the euphemism.
Which also that what that does is it takes your average like go-go dancer or stripper, and it brings the actual prostitute to the level of a sex worker, or to the level of.
I think there's the issue of the capitalism in it, and how that it's the most lucrative thing that a lot of young women
Serge
can
is
do.
a.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
What?
Elaad is a commie again.
what?
You
All
bring
right.
your issues with capitalism.
Well, I think that some markets could be imperfect. I'm still a staunch capitalist, obviously. I think it's just recognizing capitalism for what it is. We could, Sarah Sweeney. Sydney
The
Sweeney
spotlight's on you now,
let's say
bro.
something about
sir.
prostitution and sex work or whatever. Remember that sex is a spiritual thing. So if you're gonna like be jumping from person to person, you actually end up forming soul ties. That is why you can break up with somebody for years, and then you hear one music that you play together and you start crying because when you sleep with somebody, you form a soul tie. So that affects the soul. So jumping. From person to person, calling them. It's
What does
not
my
good.
number need to be before I'm broken?
I'm just saying that actually,
Spiritually.
technically, it should just be one-on-one.
Stuck for Allah.
That is what God said in the Bible.
We all fall short.
You gotta
I
read
know
that.
we
You
all
gotta
fall
read that New
short.
Testament
I
a lot.
agree. I
God's
agree.
glory.
I agree with all falling short.
Yes,
So-
of course, of
But
course.
that is the standard.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.